Hey guys, hey, it's Mr. Lindy here, and today we're going to round some decimals and also round some whole numbers. And I don't think it's too crazy of a deal. Maybe some of you have already done it in the past with whole numbers, but it's always good to have a refresher. And what I basically do is I look at it and think of one special rule that helps me through it all the time. It always works. Okay, rule to live by when rounding. 5 or more, you raise the score, you add one more. 4 or less, you let it rest. Real simple. If the number that you are going to round, you look to the one to the right of it. If it is 5 or more, that means that you round up. If it is 4 or less, you let it rest. You keep it the same. Okay, let's take a couple examples and see what we can do here. 3.6, and we're rounding to the nearest whole number. Basically, I underline the 3, and I go right next door. I look at it, and I ask myself, is it 5 or more? I raise a score. 4 or less, let it rest. I notice that 6 is higher than 5. It's 5 or more, so that means that the 3 turns to a 4, and there's your round. I rounded at the nearest whole number. Go to 7.3 over here. So I underline what I'm rounding, which is a 7, and I draw an arrow to the one where I am, that tells me if I can round up or round down. And this one is it 5 or more? No. It's 4 or less, so that means I let it rest. What happens here is you keep the 7 a 7. Now, further explanation of this is what it's asking is, it's asking which one is it closer to. Is it closer to 7 or is it closer to 8? And I would say 7.3 is more down here. So what it's saying is that you keep it the same or you round down, keep it a 7. Okay. Let's go down, and sometimes there's tricks involved. Let's look at this one down here. We have we're rounded the nearest whole number, so the 9 is rounded. We move it over, and we notice 8 is 5 or more, so we're going to raise the score. And we add one more to the 9, except for there's no more ones to put, so we add one more to it. So 9 becomes a 0. And then we add 1 to the 1, and it's 20. Be careful on that. That's always a very tricky one. Okay? Same thing over here. We're going to look at the whole number, which is the ones place. And then we're going to go to the tenths place and look at it. It's 4 or less, so we let it rest. We just take it to 21. What basically happens is that 4 or anything after it would turn to a 0. Okay? So I hope this helps. We're going to be doing it with thousandths, hundredths, and also any other number that there is. This is just a good for practice right here. We're going to do a little more today. All right. Good luck, guys. See ya.